Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's One Piece Treasure Cruise video, I am going to showcase 6 different teams without using the new bats for the new Kizuna vs Borsalino. Here you can see all of the mechanics you will ever face in this Kizuna, and my teams work throughout them even after level 30. The first team against each variation will be using a friend captain Ain so we can get more tickets, but the second team won't use Ain at all. So without further ado, let's get to it. Team 1 versus the strength variation will be using 2 Kizuna legends as captains, Ace and Sabo entering on Ace and a new Ain. We are also going to use V1 Shirahoshi Monster here and make certain you enter on Shirahoshi to get the special cooldown reduction. The Zephyr I am using here, by the way, needs no level limit break and he is also not super evolved, obviously. He is here so we can activate him in stage 2 after the preemptive, for guaranteed matching slots in the top 2 rows, and to also get the additional damage buff, meaning we can unlock Ain's super type. Next, we want to activate the special ability of Ain, not her super type, to get a 3-turn ore boost, a 3-turn damage reduction shield, and apply increased damage taken and ignite to the enemy. That will allow us to easily defeat him, but also deal with resilience with ignite. We will absorb an attack, but it is absolutely fine. 2 things to have in mind: you need to use a ship to allow you to have over 50,000 HP to get a conditional attack boost from the Kuja unit, and I am also using 2 units that are not boosted, that are in the bottom row, so make certain you attack with them first when you are aiming for maximum damage. After level 30, Borsalino will actually only be able to take up to 70% of his maximum HP for 1 turn. So we will stall out that debuff and wait for turn 2. Unfortunately, he applies a very bad debuff, attack down under a specific chain, and the chain is 7. So what we want to do here is activate Shirahoshi Manseri to manipulate the block slots, heal back to maximum HP, and remove the attack down under a specific chain debuff to not worry about it at all. Then we are going to activate Zoro Sanji to apply increased damage taken to the enemy and also chain boundaries to our team. Next, we super swap to Sabo for a very good color affinity boost and activate his special for very good ore boost. Ace as captain also resists despair after 30. Now we activate the Kuja Pirates for a conditional attack boost, a normal attack boost, and to also remove defense up. And finally, Ain's super type to increase our damage even further. While attacking, you want to end your chain on Zephyr, the Kuja Pirates, and Ain for maximum damage. Team 2 versus the strength variation will be using treasure map legend Hina as captain with a friend captain super tandem low, and if you don't have Hina and have low, you can also swap the captains around. For our dual unit, V2 Shirahoshi Manseri this time, we want to enter Shirahoshi to get a special cooldown reduction, but swap to Manseri in stage 1. Then in stage 1, we also want to activate Low's superclass ability. The first reason we do that is to easily defeat the turtles, and the second reason is that we do not want his 3-turn conditional attack boost, it won't help us, and we do not want it to conflict with Hina's conditional attack boost, so might as well get the superclass boosting anyway, but by immediately activating the superclass and not waiting to do it in one of the 2 later stages. In stage 2, we want to swap back to Shirahoshi and activate her special for overhealing, a chain boost, and a full board of locked rainbow slots because of Hina's captain ability, and then we activate the last Kizuna unit, the super evolution of Yamato, to remove resilience and also get a 2-turn damage reduction shield to help us survive the damage Kizaru will do even after level 30. Then we attack, hit as many perfects as possible to easily defeat the enemy. Have in mind, if we are using the Grand Tesoro here, we are getting considerably more damage than other ships because we have the full board of rainbow slots, so it is an awesome ship to use for maximum damage. With this team, we are immediately going to attack Kizaru, and because Hina can delay him even through immunity when we do over 2 million damage, which will happen after level 30, which means he won't apply the attack down debuff and we can take him out in 2 turns. We are going to activate Beckman and Roof first for 3 turns of an ore boost and chain boundaries, then Beppo for a chain boost, and we need his double special activation after level 30 to completely remove despair alongside sockets, we are going to activate Lo's special for a chain growth boost and an attack boost, and then Hina's special to remove defense up completely even after 30, and to also get a base attack boost. We are going to activate her super typing as well for a 2-turn conditional attack boosting which is not yet active, but to also gain more damage. Half our buffs will actually be carried over even in turn 2, so we want to do 70% of Kizaru's HP after 30 in turn 1, and then the rest to defeat him. Team 1 versus the INT variation will be using the super evolution of the Shanks crew as captains, entering on the Q side to get special cooldown reduction, and then the new Kizuna legend Ain as friend captain. For our other dual unit, we are going to enter on Ace, again to get special cooldown reduction. Both of our super swaps will also be ready to use. Because we have the Shanks crew as captain, special bind will be completely resisted in stage 2, and after the remaining preemptive, we want to super swap to Shanks for the full board of guaranteed matching slots and the universal attack boost, and then we want to activate Treasure Map Summer Straw Hat Frankie to remove defense up completely and gain a chain lock. Then we attack based on color advantage to super easily defeat the enemy. Something to have in mind, unfortunately Frankie provides 2 turns of chain lock, meaning the Shanks crew will extend it, making it 3 turns, we carry it over to the final stage and we cannot get the chain boundaries from Ace Yamato or the higher chain lock from Shanks. But this is a full shooter team, and even without the maximum damage possible, it still does the job very well. I am using a matching slot support on Shanks by the way, to guarantee him a matching slot, story Vivi, and we want to activate Ain first to of course remove the bind completely. Then we super swap Ace to Yamato and activate her special to gain a conditional attack boost versus the ignited Borsalino and also an attack boost for all of our shooter units. Then we activate the most recent Usopp Rare recruit to remove Despair even after 30 and to of course get a full board of matching slots. And then we want to activate Shanks for the color affinity boost on everyone and for the Shanks crew to go into the dual form so they can help us ignore resilience essentially with the end of turn damage. And after level 30 you also want to activate Katakuri to remove damage reduction completely. Do not forget to activate Ain's super type to increase your damage and also your attack boost, and then attack Borsalino to super easily defeat him. Just make certain you hit at least one perfect for the end of turn damage. Team 2 versus the INT variation will be using 6+ V1 Yamato and 6+ V1 Roger as captains, an amazing combination because our team with these two can resist both Despair and Bind completely. We want to enter as Yasop from our dual unit so we can super swap to Usopp in stage 2 and get adjacent matching slots and drop resistances to essentially have an easier time versus the stage 2 mini boss, and have in mind to achieve more damage you want to place Usopp Yasop in the middle row. We also want the double special activation limit break ability of Komurasaki maxed out, because she will completely resist special bind, and then with 2 activations of her special she will completely remove it from everyone. She will also provide 3 turns of a chain boost, which is just a bit lower than the Yamato one, so it's fine to carry it over. We just attack based on slots and super easily beat the mini boss immediately to proceed and of course face off against Kizaru. Here, Despair will be completely removed because of Roger and Bind will be completely removed because of Yamato, even after level 30 of course. After the preemptive, we want to activate Roger's special for an attack boost and then his super type for a full board of guaranteed matching slots and increased damage of course. Rare Recruit Rayleigh being here unlocks Roger's super type, and then we want to activate the special and super typing of Yamato. She will manipulate all of the matching slots into Wano, she will apply increased damage taken, and then she will also provide us a multiplicative chain boost for increased damage. Then we want to activate Sanji. He can remove damage reduction, resilience, and provide chain boundaries. Then Rayleigh, who can also remove damage reduction actually, but he is mainly here for Roger's super typing and to provide a color affinity boost. And finally we activate Usopp for a conditional attack boost and a base attack boost on everyone. Then we attack for tons of damage. Team 1 versus the Q/Dex/Strength variation, the final one, will be using Robin and Jinbe as captains, entering on Robin, a very good unit here because they provide threshold for the entirety of the quest, and they also have the limit break ability that reduces increased damage taken when applied to the crew. In combination with Ain, you need to have enough turns of removal from their limit break abilities to at least get up to 4 turns for after level 30 or 3 turns before level 30, but make sure you do have the abilities because we can't remove it otherwise. In stage 2, we need Akainu and Law in the bottom row. We want to super swap to Jinbe for the full board of matching slots, and we want to activate Akainu for an attack boost, barrier removal, and the conditional attack boost, and then we want to attack with these 4 units, starting with Jinbe, ending with Ain to super easily clear stage 2 with only 4 attacks, without actually using a special or support to remove the bind. We of course want bind sockets, and we are going to remove it now in the final stage, because the first thing we are going to do after the preemptive is to activate Ain's special. As you saw, the increased damage taken was removed because of our limit break abilities, and now Ain will apply ignited status, meaning the bomb slots will have a better damage output. She will provide an orb boost, damage reduction alongside the threshold, which will be awesome, and of course remove bind. Now we want to swap back to Robin to be on the deck side and activate her to remove damage reduction and also gain a base attack boost. Then we want to activate Chain Locker. In my case it is Inazuma. He will provide a 3.25 times Chain Lock to deal with both of the chain debuffs. Then we want to activate Law, who will apply increased damage taken to the enemy and provide an attack boost for majority of our units. And finally, you need to be careful in these activations here. We want to first activate Shanks to reduce the barrier by 1 turn after level 30, and because Shanks manipulates the slots, Kizaru will once again make them block slots. Then we allow Ain to gain her super type ability because of Shanks' additional damage application, so we want to activate her now before Shanks' second special activation. We do that because we want to have the full board of bomb slots since they have increased damage output. Now we activate Shanks for the second time to completely remove the barrier after 30, and we attack based on color advantage, starting with our Dex units, then Akainu, then the rest, to defeat Borsalino and his 3 colors. Team 2 versus the triple variation will be using Super Tandem Kaido as captain, with the friend captain being Catviper, Sulong Catviper that is, and he is awesome here because he helps us completely ignore the barriers throughout the quest. We of course cannot apply either threshold or damage reduction here to survive Kizaru's end of turn hit, so we are going to use Resilience instead with Arena Queen. Arena Queen is awesome because he also has the increased damage taken reduction limit break ability available, and Rare Recruit Jack has it as well. I personally have both of them at maximum level, so we can easily stop the increased damage taken application even after 30. First though, make certain one you enter on Rebecca to gain the boost from Kaido, and also have Jack in the bottom row so we can evade the bind and then remove it with his special. We also get a chain boost from him, and we want to activate Catviper as well to get an orb boost. And because he helps our units get a matching slot, we want to attack based on slots, ignore the barrier completely, and defeat the mini-boss in stage number 2. Now, in the final stage, Catviper, because of his special, will apply an attack boost, and he will also allow us to ignore this barrier after level 30. Have in mind, what we want to do first after the increased damage taken is removed is activate Tesoro. If you have him super evolved, even better. He will apply the chain lock to of course deal with both chain debuffs. Then we want to swap Rebecca to Vivi to be on the deck side of the dual unit and activate her to completely remove damage reduction and get a color affinity boost for some of our units, all of the right column and Vivi Rebecca. Then we activate the Kaido special first before Queen to get the correct conditional attack boost and the Nor boost, and then we activate Arena Queen, who will apply resilience to our team, allowing us to survive Kizaru's end of turn damage. Finally, Kaido's superclass for the full board of guaranteed matching slots, and Catviper's super type to of course increase the damage coming from our Dex units. We want to start attacking with Kaido first to apply increased damage taken, then Sulong, Catviper, then Vivi Rebecca, then the strength units, ending on Tesoro versus the strength color of Borsalino to defeat the boss. And these are my 6 diverse teams and strategies for the new Kizuna vs Borsalino. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments down below, and I will do my best to help out. If you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, definitely leave a like, I would really appreciate it. And as always, thank you so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.